the scene, you said you won't run the ball as much. It's like you're running the ball more. It seems like, is that more of design, or you just taking it, you see something and you just go with it?
Some of them are designed and some of them aren't, but definitely we've progressed a little bit more into the quarterback run game, I would say, as the season progressed. Just any way we could get an extra hat with the running back, blocking or being a fake or something like that. So we didn't have that really at the beginning of the year, but as the year's gone on, we have a couple quarterback counters and stuff like that. Yep.
How big of a sigh of relief is this one, just given everything that's happened over the last month?
It's definitely a huge sigh of relief just because, every week we're so close, and then finally to be able to come out here and get a win, it just feels good and feels good to get back on track. Even if there was hiccups in the win, at the end of the day, the goal of the game is to get a win. So no matter how it looks like within the four quarters, we came out with one tonight. So we're just fortunate and ready to keep going.
So if you'll say you weren't really feeling any pressure, but just what were you feeling coming into this week? Because obviously you want to focus on this game, but you can't ignore the past four. So what were you feeling going into this game, just knowing that this was a relief?
I agree with Coach Silverfield that there's not a extra amount of pressure on there wasn't an extra amount of pressure on this game, in my opinion, and especially with a short week, we were just extremely locked in on Tulsa. We didn't have any time to think about anything else or think about the UCF game or anything like that, just because we had to, get our bodies back and watch the film and then get ready to play a game. So the quick turnaround definitely also impacted that, in my opinion. But just for me, just like any other week, it's the most important game of the season is that week. So just came out here with the right mentality. I feel like all of our guys had a great mentality and then got the win. So.
First drive of the game, you guys have a turnover. How did you feel you guys were able to respond after that and get those touchdowns later on?
We always kind of talk about a next play mentality. I think I've already mentioned that a couple times during the course of the season. But, it was just a bang-bang play. Caden, his back was to him, so he caught the ball, and then he tried to secure it, and then it got poked out. So it was a good play by their DB. Unfortunate play because Caden couldn't really see the guy. But we knew we just had to weather the storm and continue fighting, and we knew we could come out victorious. So just stuck together. And that's just one play. We still have the rest of the game to play. So
I'm sorry.
you
What
could.
is it about this game plan? Because you look so comfortable from first quarter to fourth quarter all game long. It just seemed like you never got rattled, that you was always doing what needed to be done for the next play. What was it about the play design or the play call that had you so at ease this game?
Yeah, just a great game plan by the coaches, and then the Tulsa defense. We talked about it in our meetings, was kind of a picture defense, and what I mean by that is they try to stay in their three down and they'll go three double cloud or man free basically the entire game. But they actually did a lot of different stuff kind of tonight. They would blitz their middle safety a little bit more than the percentages showed throughout the course of the film on the games that we studied. But so they had some success just blitzing, I guess I would say. On the percentage sheet it showed less than what they did tonight. But I thought we protected pretty well and made some shots deep and just, like I said earlier, weathered the storm. Just took a deep breath, went out every drive and played each play for its own.
With the losing kind of adding of this game, you mentioned there not being any pressure. How do you guys as a team kind of just try to, was it just because of the quick turnaround, how do you guys try to not let that seep into this week's preparation and just try to focus on this week and not let those four games kind of get into your head a little bit?
For me, it had been 4 games of losing, so the seeping into my head had already happened, and I was done just thinking about that and thinking about losing. We knew we could beat we knew we could beat them, and we knew we had the opportunity to make some plays against their defense. So we just didn't think about anything in the past and just focused on Tulsa.
You said it's seeping in your head, so what does that mean as far as thinking about this game? Is it staying a lot in your mind, or is it just kind of staying the pressure, not pressure, but the emotion of those games kind of getting into preparation?
Not necessarily, but just looking in at the fourth quarter, we were up 17 at one point. So I was thinking the worst. I was thinking of the Houston game, but we got the ball back and drained the clock a little bit and did a good job just maintaining control of the clock, in my opinion, in the second half. We didn't take too many shots, but we did a good job just staying the course and running the ball when we needed to, taking time off the clock.
Ryan said you felt like that was one of your best games of the season, even if you didn't play at the stat sheet. Would you agree with that assessment?
Yeah, I mean, just because I took care of the ball better, in my opinion. Just the 2 turnovers, our losses besides the Houston game, but that was a big deal for me. Every week I'm trying to take care of the ball and not have any turnovers, but just to have it come to fruition and, not turn the ball over. Even though I did have the 1 fumble, I was like, threw it backwards. Bad decision, but just fortunate to not turn the ball over. We still had a couple turnovers, like Coach Silverfield mentioned, that we need to clean up, but as a whole, I mean, I'm proud of our offensive line, our receiver, our running backs, just the whole offense as a unit for our performance tonight.
Do you think in past weeks, Coach and yourself have said that the ball just didn't bounce your way, but when you had that kick, the field goal attempt, it bounced off the crossbar and went in. Do you think that was kind of a sign that hey, everything's might fall in place this time?
Yeah, I mean, like you just said, that's literally the ball bouncing our way. I forgot what was that, like the first field goal of the game, so that put us up 10-3. So I mean, yeah, that's a big moment in the game, even just to start the game off on the right foot in the first quarter. So it's just a great kick by Chris. He's been kicking pretty consistently for us this whole entire year, so happy to have him on our team. But that was definitely a sign of the ball going in our direction.